LARPing or live action roleplay is not what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about a different LARP. LARPing like animes, books, media. We're not gonna get into the financial side of things because I do not care about that enough to speak out about it. For anyone who doesn't know, LARPing is basically just pretending that you like something even though you're not into it. This can be for many different reasons. For example, I LARP ReZero because LARPing ReZero is fucking awesome and fun. And there's other people, of course, that are LARPing some stuff that I might be into. For example, Chainsaw Man. And by the way, if you've read the manga and you know that the cartoon is going to be animated really soon, God bless us all, this fandom is about to go to shit, man. But now, the question is, what actually classifies as LARPing? If I've watched the Chainsaw Man anime and haven't read the manga and I say, yo, I like Chainsaw Man, am I LARPing? The answer here is simpler than you think. Say that I pull up to a conversation and say, oh, I like Tokyo Ghoul. In a discussion where we're talking about the Tokyo Ghoul manga, but I've only watched the first season of the anime, because watching the rest of the seasons of the anime is not worth it, then yes, I am LARPing. But if I've just watched the Reize arc movie, and I say, yo, I think that Reize is a really good character, then no, I am not LARPing. There's a silver lining. I think it depends on which section of the source material you're talking about. And yes, the femsu who just updated her picture to Asa and has never read Chainsaw Man is LARPing, bro.
I'm Asa from Chainsaw Man.
Fucking kill me, dude. Fuck. Now here's the fucking shitty thing. Celebrities LARPing shit. Why is fucking Logan Paul and Kai Cenat LARPing One Piece? Can we get much higher? So high. Yeah, there is no reason for them to do that, dog. And still, they do that though. Now, what's the reason for this? To find out the answer, we have to look at one thing that Kanye said back in the day.
Cause look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
What does that have to do with anything?
Shut up, nerd! I'll explain. Why was Gaga LARPing Polaroids? Because she was trying to sell you some shit. Why was Logan Paul LARPing Pokemon? Because he was trying to sell you some shit. Now, why is Kai Cenat LARPing One Piece?
I watched One Piece.
Why you?
I watched a little bit of.
You watch One Piece?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It's too long though, bro.
Nigga, what last episode you was on?
Okay, name 3 characters.
Lofi.
Lofi.
I don't fucking know! When bro is LARPing stuff such as books and with all the vet stuff, you can kind of tell, okay, he's trying to sell me something. Now he's not even trying to sell something, he's just LARPing for the love of the game at this point. Now that we've established why they're LARPing, is this bad necessarily? No, and I'll explain why. Say you're a little kid trying to like watch Kai Cenat and you get exposed to One Piece. Congratulations, you're not getting caught up, first off. Second off, if you do get caught up because you read the manga because you're smart, well, you might have just found your favorite new piece of media. Before there was LARPing, there was being a poser, bro. And being a poser was a death sentence. Man, if you were caught mall gripping a skateboard, it was over. You were getting fucking flamed, big dog. Or being called a toy. Bro, if you had a fucking Molotov map back in the day, you were getting flamed, man. You were being called a fucking toy and shit. But why is that? When a hobby is considered cool, there's gonna be hella fraud pretending that they fuck with something and that they do something and that they're good at something when they're not. And a lot of the times, a lot of the beginners in said hobby are grouped in with the frauds. Go into any comment section in any Instagram post that involves graffiti. Somebody is going to call the guy that posted it a fucking toy. I guarantee you. Either because they're doing it legally, either because they're doing it in a black book, blah blah blah. There's a lot of stuff within the culture, and when you're not doing it the way that somebody else wants you to do it, you're going to be called a toy, and you can never satisfy anybody, so you're always going to be a toy. Now, if you ask me, this is worse for the culture than people frauding. Why? Because the result of this is people are way too afraid to get into this stuff, and the culture eventually fades away. And this is a way slippier slope when it comes to stuff such as manga, anime, music, blah blah blah. For example, say a kid posts something, bro, just him, you know, doing a TikTok showing off his new manga, he's going to be called a LARPer. And now, what's the result of this? He's probably not gonna post about it again. By the way, if this video gets 20 likes, I'm going to make a video on TikTok LARPing something, bro, and see if I get called a LARPer. So, what's LARPing? LARPing more often than not is just people getting into this stuff and being called a LARPer because they're not seasoned at it. I think it's an overall negative for the culture. You shouldn't call people larpers, because if you do, they're just gonna be discouraged from, you know, engaging with the actual source material. Anyways, I'm a small-ass YouTuber, man. If you watched all the way to the end, W, thank you. If you don't wanna be called a larper when you say that you're an OG, subscribe to this channel, screenshot this shit, leave a comment on it, so people know that you were here from the beginning.